What's up, everyone? It is going to be one of those days where it's just going to be complete darkness. See how long it takes. I would say if you add on a minute or two, I would say that's how long it's going to take for me to get to work. But I have to make this video right now because I'm actually a little bit late to leaving for work, like almost 16 minutes, so kind of sucks for me. But I've already been through the motions where if I am late, I'm going to pretty much speed up the process of what I normally do before I go to work. Basically, kind of like a systems check. You know what I mean? Like, okay, what is that doing? What is this doing? How's this feeling? How am I feeling? How's that? Whatever. All that stuff. And then, I'll go through if I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm a little sore or a little tight in some areas. I will have to do some stretches, and they're not always the same. All the stretches are all different sometimes. Sometimes they're all the same. It really depends on how I'm feeling. But I'll go through this mental checklist, and then I go through that, and then I'm done. But since I drive to work, my normal thing is just driving to work, paying attention to everything else around me. And I know that making a video is probably like the furthest thing that I should be doing. But luckily, I did start it as I was going down the road. I like how YouTube allows you to just turn on YouTube, and if you already get to that point where you can just create a video, all you have to do is just turn on your phone and just press the red button, and you're golden. You don't have to worry about anything. And then when you're done, just press it again. That way you can stay hands-free. And for me, that helps out a lot because I have to pay attention to everything. It's dark right now. It's 9:21 at night. For the most part, the clouds are consuming all the light. So it is pretty dark right now. So deer are pretty prevalent around this area, at least, when I go to work. My kids, I barely got to see my kids today. It kind of sucked because they've been pretty much, I don't want to say begging, that's not the word, but asking for my attention a little bit more, and it's because they're home, and I feel so bad because I want to give them more attention, and obviously me having to work and then go to sleep for as long as I do is, it's not like it's long, but going to sleep and then waking up and then not much time for the kids. I'm glad they're not young. I didn't start working graveyards until a little later in their lives, so they were used to mom and dad having to go to work, and even though they hated it, still did it. But I always come back to the fact that my kids are pretty much independent, and I'm glad they've gotten to that point, and I don't have to work on it or do anything. My kids pretty much know everything they should know, and one of them is only 12, the other one's 15. So I could say my 15-year-old is a little bit smarter, and he is. Charles is so damn smart. But I think having a younger brother really helps, though, when you want to learn things, because he picks up on a lot. Jordan's so smart. I don't know how many times he has to see something to do it, but you know what I mean? Like when a kid's, even just a normal kid, when a kid learns something the first time, it's so cool to see him, show it to you. My little niece, she just turned 1, and for about an hour to an hour and a half of the birthday party that I went to, I sat there on the steps. I love this little baby. She, at first, of course, when I got there, she didn't recognize me because I haven't seen her in like a month or a couple of weeks at that time. But then before that, it was a month. So like, I kind of understood that it would take a while for her to warm up to me. So I kind of realized, I just wait, and she came to me. But anyways, she learned something. I don't know when or who taught her, but how to get up the steps and go down the steps. So she wanted to show me that she could do it, And at first, of course, I'm a little scared. Her being a one, I'm still gonna be a little scared. Her doing it, it's concrete steps, it's not wood, and there's only 3 steps, but still, it's concrete. So she almost fell once. I ain't telling nobody because it is not that big of a deal, but she literally almost hit her head. I put my hand right where her head was gonna hit, and took the blow. But she could have fell, but she wanted to show me, and she has so much energy. I would say a good 40 minutes. It was me and her sitting right there on those steps. It was an hour and a half of me, with her and everything, but about 40 minutes, she just wanted to show me what she could do. So amazed to see, even when my kids did the thing for the first time or whatever it was, I was always amazed just to see that how long it took for them to pick up on it, or how accurate they were, because sometimes things happen and they don't really catch it right or understand it correctly, so you gotta go over it again. But I was thinking about this one time, but I really can't talk about it because that's kind of mean. But I spent today pretty much just being with my wife. I notice how happy, or more happy, she's getting with all of this planting season around. And although I can't help it when it rains, every other aspect of it is just us being together. And even if it's not something that I'm 100% interested in, I'm interested in it when she's interested in when it makes her happy. It really does. It really does make me happy. I can see the happiness just pour out. I hope that in the future maybe I'm able to have some type of land, and we're able to cultivate and do the things that she loves, because that I would rather my wife have something to do all of the time and feel like that she thinks that she's being productive. You know what I mean? 'Cause sometimes you just don't when you're home. Like, sometimes you don't have really much to do, and I get it. Heck, my wife would do like the laundry and then the dishes and all that stuff, and then when it's all done and over with, you have just to sit down and veg. But what if you want to do stuff? You know what I mean? Like, and that's what she's creating. She's creating her own environment, which is cool. I do gotta go though, guys. It's almost 10 minutes, so I apologize for all the darkness, but I do want to say I thank you for whoever does watch or listen to this, but in this time it's probably just listening. So have a good night. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace out.